on a Wednesday afternoon in Madison, Massachusetts. The second matchup of the year between Kings Academy and the BCA Eagles. Oh, God. BCA, of course, undefeated on the year. Their smallest win having been by 10, and now 2 games remain before the postseason. And then one more game for senior night against SLA during February break. Interestingly, that will take place after the champions, likely the BCA Eagles, have already been decided. It has been determined by Las Vegas that a team not the Eagles has a 5,000 to 1 odds of winning the title this year. It would call a massive upset. And we are just about underway. Number 12 meeting Michael Cardinale at midcourt. Final preparations, and we are underway. Cardinale wins the tip-off, gets it over to Murray. To Romero in the corner. Back on to Murray. Now Romero, Cardinale, right outside the paint, into the paint, puts one up, puts it through. BCA strike first. 2-0. It was a dominant win. I don't even remember the score. There was a dominant win in the last matchup. Here's 3. Gets it over to 2 in the corner. 12. Now 1 defended by Costello, Moraes, and Cardinale. Moraes comes down with the steal. Just ripped it right out of his hands. Here's Cardinale in the paint. Back out to Moraes. Cuts out past 3. Puts one up and through. Managed to just get himself in the right place in the right time. Now here's 1. A 4-0 game, 45 seconds into it. Out to 23, right outside the paint. Now 4. Bobbles it, moves to his right, into the paint. He's blocked by Romero on the shot. Goes out of bounds. It will remain Kings Academy possession. Jack Romero, who managed 2 blocks against Sizer in the last game. There's 12 in the corner. They didn't get it to him for whatever reason. Now they get to him, but he misses the 3. Costello rebounds it and gets it over to Moraes. Braden Moraes. Bounce pass to Costello. Puts up a deep 3, but it doesn't go through. A little bobbling for the ball. It ends up in the hands of Kings Academy. 4 tosses it over the 1. Possession's underway. Here's 4. Pump fake. Steps back. Puts up a 3. Off the rim. 1 with a good rebound. And that pass, nobody there. Jack Romero comes down with it. Takes it past half court. Gets it to his right to Moraes. Got a 3! 7-0 Eagles with 6:20 remaining in the first period. The goal, of course, for this Eagles team, a grand slam. They have no banners up there except for league champions. They truly feel they have a great team this year as that shot goes through at 7-2. Going to Ohio on March 4th. And that pass from Moraes is almost picked off by 4. Here's Costello from the corner off the rim. Cardinale couldn't rebound it. Goes out of bounds. The official making the call, they're going to say that at last touched Kings Academy, and Braden Moraes will inbound at 5:50 in the period. Here's Cardinale in the corner. Off the fingertips of 3. Romero now moves to his right. Gets it over to Moraes. Steps forward outside the paint. And that pass to BCA is broken up by 4. Who swats bounds. And the Eagles will inbound again. Shot clock at 24. Over to Romero in the paint. Got it. Now 1. We are 2.5 minutes in this game. 9-2 BCA. Sizer did him a bit of a scare last game. We'll see what Kings Academy has prepared tonight. Here's 3. Misses the 3. 4 with a great rebound. He got there very quick. Puts up his own 3. And I think every 3-point attempt by Kings Academy has almost gone in. They haven't airballed yet this game. Had 4, I want to say, that have gone off the rim. 3 of them by the same guy. Number 4. Here's Moraes out to Romero in the paint. He's done it again. The last 4 points of the game have come off very similar scenarios. It's 11-2. Here's 4. Puts up a shot high in the air. Misses well short, and there's your error. Here's Moraes now. Drives forward. No travel. Called that. Shot is blocked. A little scramble, and Kings Academy come down with it. But the pass to 4 goes way high, and so the Eagles catch a break and get it right back. Ben Bechet will take it and hand it over to Braden Moraes. Nobody even near him as he gets it past half court. Out to Bechet. Now Romero drives forward outside the paint. Here's Cardinale. Back on to Moraes. Puts up a 3. And he got it. Looked to have gone in and out, but it found just the right hole. And it's 14-2 BCA. Justin Morgan prepared to come into the game, likely substituting out for Bechet as usual. He's 12 over the 1. Moves to his right, 3, defended by Bechet. Puts up a shot off the rim. Cardinale lunges for the rebound and recovers. Now here's Moraes. Romero, corner, 3. Didn't get it, and that goes off the hands of Ben Bechet, who tried to rebound it. It's Kings Academy ball. 3 minutes and 56 seconds remain in the first quarter. And it was Costello who came out of the game for Justin Morgan. My presumption being incorrect. Here's one, defended by Morgan, gets it over to 25. That shot, he's fouled. Couldn't quite see it as it happened. But he ended up on the ground. And we get a chance to inbound here. Defended by Morgan. Has to get it off quickly. And that pass ends up on the ground. Now here's 1 after 3 recovered. I think it was Kings who had multiple 5-second violations the last time. Then he just stepped out of bounds there at 25. It was somebody. One team that the Eagles faced, I can't even keep track of it, but they had 2 5-second violations in one game. You just don't see that. Here's Justin Morgan. Gets it back out to Moraes. Takes it again. Morgan's in the corner. He's got it. He's got a 3. And he missed it short. Good. Leaping rebound by Bechet. Gets it over to Romero. Here's Morgan. Back out to Moraes. Puts up a 3. Off the rim. And the 3-point struggles over the last few games, while not too bad, they haven't been as good as they had for the majority of the season on 3-pointers the last few games. 12 getting it over to 3. Back out to 4 in the corner. Defended by Romero. 17 on the shot clock. One hand passes it over to 3. Out of 25. Paint shot. Doesn't go through. Little bobbling around. Ends up in the hands of Braden Moraes. Oh! That would have been a brilliant play. I don't know if that was meant to be like sort of alley-oop almost, not like a shot. Here's 25, puts it through this time. I don't know what the Eagles were trying to do. I think maybe just executed the pass a bit too bad on that play. Not too bad, but like too far. Here's Romero getting it over to Bechet. Now Morgan, the race outside the paint, floats one up, and it doesn't go through. Here's Cardinale, couldn't quite come down with it. They swatted it out. It'll still be Eagle ball. .2:10 remain in the period. Here's Moraes, has time, gets it back in the corner. Morgan's open. 3 sorta in the area. They get it back to Romero. You can't tell who has it. It was Bechet. Here's Morgan in the corner. 3 leaps. Broken up, but still in the hands of Cardinale. Here's Romero's 3. Doesn't go through. Bechet with another rebound. Oh, they still miss it. Shot clock keeps resetting. Now Bechet is fouled as he tries to go up for the shot. But the Eagles will be very frustrated that it took them that long. I mean, they still haven't put in the basket. Yeah, he could theoretically miss both these free throws. But the odds from Vegas say no. Everyone being directed to their spots. Number 4 takes a water break. And Bechet's first shot goes through. 15-4 BCA. And he's 2 for 2 on the free throws. Whistle blows, and that's a timeout. They toss it over the 1. Kings Academy's next possession. They only have 4 points on the board. The whistle blows as a travel by number 4. And the Eagles will get it. Here's Moraes. Gets it over to Romero. 1:35 in the period. Here's Moraes in the corner. 3, missed it. Tell off his hands. BCA couldn't come down with this rebound like he had the previous 3 times. Now here's 1. To his right a bit. 3 in the corner. Pump fakes. Gets it out to 1. Still in that corner defended by BCA. Morgan in the area 2. Here's 4. Romero and Morgan on him. Bobbles it. Recovers. Falls to the ground. It's a foul. Didn't seem like he meant to make too much contact there, but the last 4 comes to the ground. Moraes' first foul of the game. BCA comes out of the game and is replaced by Costello. Get it out to 3. There's a lot of, the Eagles were saying there's a lot of flopping by Kings in the last game. As 3 puts a layup through. It's 16-6. One of their players, I think it was 25, was like flying around. Though, so were we because of all the puddles all over that court. Lucas Costello, who slipped in that game, he now has the ball and puts up a 3 and puts it through. Off the bench and on the board. It's 19-6. Couldn't see him, but you could tell it was him. Here's 1 defended by the man in the minute. Gets it over the 3. Moves in the paint. Bounce pass out to 11. That's 2 points. Now here's Romero getting it over to Moraes. See, this is much more lighthearted than that Sizer game, all those people being very annoying. 15 seconds, Moraes' 3 doesn't go through. And it goes out of bounds. Not Sizer. Don't want to ever say that name again. Kings Academy will unbound it. There is 11 seconds for them to get on the board one more time as Mr. Referee fixes the net via the ball. Most iconic ref in BCA history. Here's 3. 1 final possession. He lost it. The recovery would be a miracle if they score here. Out to 1. They're not going to pull it off. Didn't pull it off. Didn't pay enough attention to the clock. And that's the first quarter, 19-8 BCA. And the cheerleaders have to clear off the court quickly because we are ready for the second period. Kings Academy will get it to begin. After their failed attempt to score at the buzzer to end the first, they missed the shot anyway. Here's 1, jukes out Costello, but he travels. Also, 11 did help set up a screen, it seems, even with 0 contact whatsoever. He just set up sort of a brick wall in the area. For the last, the good play was ruined. Here's Moraes putting up a 3 quickly, and it goes off the rim. 12 with the rebound. He gets it to his right to 3. Now number 1 is going to take it past half court. Costello, the only one in the area. Over the 3, driving forward, folding one up. A good shot by number 3. 4 unanswered points for Kings Academy, and they're just hanging in this one so far. Here's Morgan in the corner. Moves to his right. Over to Cardinale. He's wide open. 11 gets to him, but too late. Cardinale has 2 points on the board, and it's 21-10. Now here's 1. Defended by Costello. Trying to fake him out or get the guy out of his right. Now 4. And he bobbled the ball. 1 comes onto it. 15 on the shot clock about. Here's 12 over to 11. Puts up a shot and missed it. Nothing but backboard. Eagle ball. 6:45 to go. Moraes is wide open. Seems to want it. He takes it now. Drives forward. And he missed the shot. Cardinale rebounds. Oh, he could have put that one up. Here's Moraes back out to Morgan. Cardinale again. Will he put it up this time? No. He's got Costello in the corner, and Costello couldn't hit the 3. Ball pops in the air. This is a very lengthy possession. Here's Moraes' 3. Doesn't go through, and that's the end of the possession. 12 rebounds it and sort of volleys it over to number 3. Number 3's 3 goes in and out. Seemed like they had the first 3 of the game. Here's Romero again. His third time doing that today. It's 23-10 and a timeout taken. Timeout coming to a close, though BCA still remains in the huddle.
Roll like a lion, come on, you guys got this.
I'll just wait until they're done. If you're wondering how much time I spent waiting, it was about 3 seconds. There's number 3 by the rec, about to receive the ball. And he gets it over the one. He'll, per usual, take a pass down court. Though it's Costello in the area. And that pass got by 3, but was able to corral it. Gets it way down to 12, defended by Moraes. 12 with Bechet on him, looking, getting it over the 3. Still a few yards away. Here's 4. Yeah, I thought he stepped out of bounds there. And the Eagles catch a break. Kings Academy seem to have a good play brewing. They couldn't finish it. Here's Moraes over to Cardinale. Back out to Bechet. Cardinale in the paint again. He's going to shoot it and score! And after they allowed 4 points unanswered, they responded with 7 of their own. It's 25-10 with 5:19 in the half. That wasn't clear. Here's 3. And that one almost gets by 12. Here's 1 now. That pass gets by. Oh, that was disastrous. Here's Moraes. He's fouled. The shot doesn't go through, but of course he'll get 2 from the line. His first free throw of the game goes through. 26-10 BCA. 4 comes out of the game and 10 comes in.
The rebound team.
Puts it through again. Only 4 free throws total by either team this game. All 4 by the BCA Eagles, and all 4 have gone through. Perfect in that regard. Here's 1. Defended by Costello. Moves to his right. Gets past. Finds a little hole. Gets it back to 3. 3's jump shot misses well. Sure. Oh, and maybe that was a pass. You never know. Little wrestle from 10. He surrenders and gives it to BCA. Here's Cardinale in the paint. He's got 2 points. It's 29-10 Eagles. Here's 1 now. Over the 3. Bechet in the area. Moves to his left. Back out to 1. Looking, getting it over the 3. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 4:18 in the half. 3 still has it. Moves to his right. Possession getting length. They were inside 10 seconds and they just throw it out of bounds. Pass intended for 11. Doesn't seem like he got the memo, and it's Eagle ball. Here's Moraes. Full pass over the Cardinale, who pump fakes, goes further in the paint. He's got 2 more on the board. Doesn't seem like Kings Academy, like some of the teams earlier this season, have resorted to just full-on like triple teaming Cardinale in the paint. Here's 3, missing a shot, ends up back in the hands of the Eagles. And so Cardinale has been able in recent games to put on a lot more points than they had before. Teams changing their strat. Here's Morgan back out of the Cardinale. Moraes pump fakes, now shoots for real, but misses well short. And he'll be nagged by his teammates on film for that one. 12's layup. Misses. Here's Moraes. Braden Moraes to Cardinale. Fouled. The shot doesn't go through. Haven't seen a good and 1 yet this game. And hardly any previous game either. Here's 2 shots for Cardinale, trying to keep that perfect free throw thing alive. And it goes in and out. And so thus ends that. 4 for 5, and now 5 for 6. And that's 14 unanswered points for the BCA Eagles throughout the better part of this quarter. Here's 3 now. Puts up a 3 quickly. Banks it in. And they're back on the board. Oh, that's one of the most underrated, satisfying plays, is a banked in 3. You don't see it too much. Here's Morgan. Now Murray. Payne. Back Costello. Corner 3. Off the rim. Kings Academy possession. Here's 3 now. Bounce pass over the 25. Don't let him go flying. I believe I can fly. Here's 10. Get back to 3. Here's Luck on his side. Now 12. Defended by Moraes. Twirls around a bit. Strong going to find pulls. Eagles applying a lot of pressure this possession. There's 10 on the shot clock. 25 puts it up, but it doesn't go through, and it's BCA ball. 2:15 remain in the half. Here's Cardinale in the paint. Morgan, 3. He's got it. 35-13, and a timeout taken. Hi, Thea. You're on camera. Timeout comes to a close, and number 3 bounces it over back to 1, and thus starts the Kings Academy possession. Gets it over the 25, moves to his right, loses the ball, ended up in the hands of Costello. Now here's Moraes. Back out to Bechet, and Cardinale handles it. Bechet, paint, shot, got it. 37-13 BCA. Now here's 1. Yeah, I don't know why I showed down on camera. Get over it. Here's 12 in the corner. Trying to move forward a bit. Pushes away Moraes a bit, but he traveled in the process. And it's BCA ball. Here's Moraes. Gets it over the Bechet in his right. Here's Justin Morgan now. Back on the Bechet. Moraes now. Driving up. He's got Cardinale in the paint. No! Fouls are called, but he puts it through. It seems like he had his arms slapped pretty clearly, but we'll take the 2. As I said, no and 1 so far. And almost the first half. Here's 3 with a deep 3. Almost banked in again. But 25 is there to pick it up, and they'll settle for 2. 50 seconds remain in the first half. Here's Moraes. Getting it over to Costello. He's yet to put a 3 through this game, unless I'm misremembering something. Ball goes out of bounds. It's Kings Academy ball. Final 39 seconds now of the first half. Here's 3. Their best 3-point shooter gets it out to 25. In fact, that had been their only 3 of the game. And that was not called a travel, but Cardinale takes it in his own hands, literally, with a block. Final 15 seconds of the first half. One final chance to put points on the board. We get to 40 before halftime. Back out to Moraes. Here's Morgan. Bechet, Pate, fake out, and Cardinale's got it. Buzzer sounds. It's 41-15 Eagles at the half. Second half about to get underway. BCA leading 41-15. Prince's Academy trying to get back in this one. We'll wait in just a moment. Once again, that little pause lasted about 3 seconds. It'll be BC. Wait. Was it our ball? We see a little bit of a different squad. In the middle of the season of Famwe, Nabangwa, and Ben Frost coming on. We'd seen them a little less in the last few games, but they're back in tonight. Cardinale, Moraes, and Romero all remain. Here's Moraes. That pass to Romero flies out of bounds. Soars out of bounds, I should say, and it's Kings ball. I think that is the first ball that's gone out of bounds on BCA all game. Here's 3, getting it to 1, who puts up a 3 and through. Their second 3 of the night. The first one by number 3. That's 41-18. Here's Moraes with 1 near him. Gets it over to Romero, who was wide open. decide to go for the pass instead. Maybe they're cutting down on the threes. Or not. Here's Murray. Missed the three. Ends up in the hands of 4. Gets it over the 3. If they're going to make a comeback, it needs to start now. Here's 1 into the paint. Gets it over the 3. Misses that shot. Ends up rebounded by Ben Faraz. Now here's Moraes. He's got Nabengwa in the corner and pump fakes. Loses it briefly. Will struggle for it. Somehow is able to get it to Moraes. Here's Faraz. Got a 3! Ben Faraz from downtown. And it's 44-18. Now 3, defended by Nabengwa. Faraz in the area 2. Looking, getting it over to 11. Who gets it over to 3. 25. Romero could have come down with it. They're going to call it a jump ball. It remains Kings' possession. Getting it over the 3. Drives forward a bit, gets it back to 1. 3 again, defended by Nabengwa. Here's 4. 15 on the shot clock. 4. Oh, it touched a BCA player. Didn't seem like there were any BCA hands even near him when he let go of the ball, but still 14 on the shot clock. 3 doesn't go through. Pops into the air, and they're going to say it's BCA ball. Went out of bounds. Max didn't try to get it as he likely knew it would be BCA ball. He gets it over Romero, puts up a deep 3. Jack Romero from way downtown. That's 47-18. Here's 3, out to 25. Payne, he traps. BCA ball. They get it over the Moraes. It's the next BCA possession. Here's Moraes. Romero in the corner of Faraz. Takes it again. Moraes now. Back out to Romero. Romero drives up and it goes in and out. Ends up in the hands of Kings Academy. Here's 3. Over his head to 4, lets it through his legs, Bill Buckner style, corrals it, gets it over to 11, the Pena, who puts a jump shot up, but it doesn't go through. Now deep down in the Nabengwa, and 4, jumped a little early, Nabengwa shot didn't go through as 4 hits the wall. Still on the ground, Nabengwa ends up on the ground, here's 4 on a breakaway, fouled. Romero, I'm going to be honest, he didn't make any contact. The ref pretty much immediately says that he doesn't like his call there. Romero comes out of the game immediately. So does Nabengwa. Interesting, is replaced by Pepka. I guess he got about 3 minutes play time. Here's 2 shots for 4. First free throws by Kings Academy this game, and the first one goes off the rim. Has come out of the game. Puts the second one up, doesn't go through. Cardinale rebounds and gets it all over the Moraes. Moraes looking, getting it over the Bichet. Takes it again after a brief hiatus to Faraz. Here's Moraes. He's fouled. He put the shot up, but it's not going to count for anything. Well, look, the clock says 47 as of now, but that whistle blew a full second before he shot it, and they don't count it. He'll inbound it instead. Gets a beautiful pass over the Bichet. Perfect location. Now he's got in the corner, drifts to his left a bit. He's got Pepka now. Takes it again. He's got Faraz way down there, who gets it to Bichet. No travel called. I think there was one there. Here's Moraes twirling around, getting past 3 defenders, but he couldn't put the shot through. That's a foul on the Eagles, and a timeout taken. For a team that leads by 39, the Eagles take quite a while in this timeout. They're just about finished now. The fists go up, the chant goes through their mouths. No substitutions made during the timeout. And Kings Academy possess it, trailing by 39 points. Here's 3. Trying to get to 25, but he couldn't handle the pass. Hot potatoed it. And Brady Moraes has it. Moved to his right a bit. Out to Pepka. Defended by 4. Gets it back out to Moraes. I don't think he's going to shoot a 3. He does not. Pump fakes. Puts up a 3. And it goes in and out. That would have been 50, but Cardinelli puts a 2 down, so they will not, unless they are free throw, have an even 50 at any point this game. That 3-pointer from 12 goes through. And so 3 different Kings Academy players have each put in 1 3 this game, making up 9 of the 21 points. It's a 38-point game. Here's Cardinelli, loses the ball and just bowls it under his legs. That was a brilliant move, even if it ended up Kings Academy ball still, it seems, or they're gonna, yeah, it is Kings Academy's ball. If there were more Eagles better positioned in that area, that would have been a genius move by Cardinelli. I haven't seen someone toss it through their legs and throw it like that. 3 lost it, gets it over the 25. There's 12 in the corner, drives up after making the 3 last possession. Somehow 4 came down with it. He missed the shot. 12 is there to pick him up and put 2 points on the board. Here's Brandon Moraes, 4 in the area. That's 1. And 1 fouled him. So that's important distinction to make up. It's a reach in, it seems. And as usual, Brandon Moraes split and bound it. 8 points for each team this quarter. Here's Cardinelli. He's fouled. You can tell it was fouled because of how low the shot was. That can only happen if somebody knocked your arm down, and maybe they will have an even 50. 1 by 1. Just make one of these, Mike. You got this. Got it. He's got to make this one now. This one goes through. And so, even without that 3 earlier, they managed to get to 50 evenly. And they have the lead of points this quarter. Here's 3, drifts to his left, gets it out to 1, to his right, twirls around a bit, moves to his right. He's got 4 in the corner, defended by BCA. Number 4, 1 is in the area. I don't know what he was doing there. 25 is foul, he's got to have 1. Are they going to add the points on the board? That should say 25. It's soon to be 26 if he makes it. The words out of my mouth seem to have added 2 points onto that board. And he puts it up, and it doesn't go through. He's rebounded it, and he ends up on the ground. No chance for foul. We remember last game, he ended up on the ground with 0 contact whatsoever a few times. Like me when I used to play baseball and catch the pop-ups, I'd end up on my knees every time. So maybe it's not on purpose. Here's BCA driving up to Faraz in the corner. 3 got to him quickly. Faraz is blocked by 12. They've got 3 on a breakaway. They've got 2 points. A brilliant turnaround on the play by Kings Academy, and they now trail by 23. Just hanging on by a thread in terms of this one. Here's Pepka in the corner. He's got it. Johnny Pepka's put a 3 through, and it's 53-27. Now 3. Over his right to 25. Back out to 1. Moves a bit. 4 in the corner. Pump fakes with BCA. He's blocked by Cardinelli, who stares down something, or I don't think he meant to do that. He had the look of death on his face after that one. Oh, he's got 3. Oh, gets it out to 12. Oh, puts up a 3, and he's 2 for 2. 53-30. Now Moraes. Out to BCA. Drives up. Back to Moraes. Pump fakes. Twirls around his signature. He's got Cardinelli. 55-30. 1 minute and 30 seconds remain in the 3rd period of this one. Here's 3. Bobbles in it. Drives forward in the paint. Got it over Cardinelli. It's 55-32. And we're back and forth here, but it was 35-32 in the third quarter against Sizer, if you remember, as Moraes misses a three. A lot more high scoring this game, at least on the end of the Eagles. Here's three, and Sizer would have still had 32 by this point. They didn't score for like 3 minutes. Three misses a three. Gets it over the one. Well, he didn't do anything. It's just rebounded to him. You know that was a pass. We'll call it one. Here's four. Missed the layup. Rebounded by BCA. Now Moraes over the Pepka in the corner. Oh, pass landed a little short. And ended up in the hands of one. Now here's 25. Hey, stolen from, swatted out, and it's Eagle ball now. Here's Moraes. Pepka in the corner, bobbled it. Here's Carnali, 20 in the corner. He's fouled. The shot doesn't go through, and so there will be no M1. Or was he fouled? He wasn't. They'll call it an offensive foul. I was questioning my original presumption after I saw Moraes with his face in his hands. 18 seconds in the period. Last chance for Kings this quarter. Here's four. They'll pull something off this time. They lose it. One recovers. Will they be able to hurry up unlike in the first? Here's four. Doesn't go through. Last chance. Moraes deep. Doesn't go through. And that's the quarter. 55-32 Eagles after three. Kings Academy with a pull miracle on this one. They'd likely have to double their point total. At least. To come back, they trail by 23 entering the fourth. With the words of Al Michaels live through the night. Here's Moraes defended by one. Zaki Rivera, Jack Romero, Justin Morgan, and Lucas Castel-Blanco all back in the game. Here's Moraes putting up a jump shot. He's got two on the board. Well, Romero isn't coming back in the game, but the other three were. Moraes hasn't exited even once yet today. And he stole the pass. There goes Moraes. He's got 2 points on the board. Santa Maria. Timeout taken by Kings Academy after a brilliant play by Braden Moraes. Timeout comes to a close. 33 seconds have gone by in the fourth quarter, and Braden Moraes already has 4 points. After that excellent steal, breakaway, and near dunk on that last one. Here's three over the 25, going over Morgan, 25, with a sea of bodies around him. Somehow they're able to, relay this one around, round robin, but it ends there. Here's Morgan. He missed it. Deflected away, and three comes down with it. Passed half court. 7 minutes remain in the game. They need 27 to tie and 28 to lead. Here's three. Missed it. Moraes recovers. He's going to score again. Here's Moraes. Over the Romero. Now Castel in the corner. Missed the three. Oh, what a rebound by Lucas Castel-Blanco. The ball goes out of bounds. It was a good rebound for the moment, but ends up out of bounds on BCA. I don't think the toss was quite as good as the rebound. It was great of him to recover after missing his own three. Here's 25. Putting a layup through. Doesn't end up on the ground either. Castel, for the most part, last game really struggled with the three, but hit a pretty decently big one late. Here's Romero with a three, missed it short, and Izaki Romero tips it up, out of bounds. He's got a lot of energy in him, I know it. He's gonna be a monster today. Here's three, over the four in the corner, bounce past to 25. Somehow, some way recovered that. Oh my goodness. Are they going to get 2 points out of this? They do not. Sold the shot. But what a play with that event. Could have gone down in history. I'm going to find a way to cook that. That was unbelievable. Here's Romero. Out to Moraes. Stepping stones. He's fouled. 5:48 remain. And Moraes will get 2 shots from the line. Oh. I accidentally moved my camera a bit, but you could see the swish on the camera. He put it through. I was trying to fix my, like, put my pants. He put that one in. Sorry for getting a little personal with the hole in my pants there. You'll forgive me, I know it. Here's 3, defended by Morgan, gets it over the 4. Maurice and Morgan on him. Maybe they'll be able to pull off some magic this play. 1 puts up a 3 and doesn't hit it. Maurice recovers. 5 minutes and 30 seconds remain. Here's Romero to the corner to Costello. Oh, what a pass by Costello. Maurice has it now. Brayden Maurice back out of Costello in the corner. Now Romero puts up a 3, bounces up, swatted around, and number 1 of King's Academy comes down with it. Here's 3. Moves to his right, gets past Costello. 12, Summer Carrazza pumped in the air, and it's Eagle ball. Here's Maurice to Morgan in the corner, defended by 4. Maurice puts up a 3. Hey! He's got it. Eagles lead by 30. 64-34. Here's number 3. Over to 11 in the paint. Bounced off of him into the hands of Romero, who got it over to Maurice. Racing down to the court. Here's Romero to Costello in the corner. Defended well by 12. Romero again. Back out to Maurice. That net is still messed up from the last one. Here's Costello. Missed it short. Fixed the net if that was his goal, but I don't think it was. Here's 3. Over the 12 in the corner. Defended by Romero. Back out to 1. Morgan in the area with number 3. Having the ball. He twirls it around his back. Got it over the 12. Who missed the 3 just to the right. Timeout taken by the Eagles.
Eagles, steer it up! Steer it up! Eagles, steer it up!
She doesn't know. Timeout comes to a close. Now, it's BCA ball. I don't know why it was on the one zoom out. Oh yeah, I did it while I was on the other thing. Here's Romero. 3:59 remaining in the game. Costello now. Defended by 1. Gets it back out to Romero. Romero moves to his right. Gets past 1. It seems they've called an offensive foul. Said it was on number 1. Both Romero and the other guy were number 1. And it's on the defensive number 1 of King's Academy. I thought I also heard the word white. It must have meant white ball. Here's Romero. Back out to Costello. Bounce pass over to Ribeiro, who puts it up, but he was defended too well and missed it to his right. Here's 3 now. Over the 4. Oh, Nabengwa's in the game, by the way. Maurice has finally come out. Romero with a good rebound. And twirls around a bit. It's Eagle ball. 3:25 remain. They lead by 30. He's got Morgan wide open in the corner. Chooses not to go to him, and he'll have that to look at film later. Here's 3. What a play until it came to the shot. Ball goes out of bounds. It remains King's Academy ball. And so they'll still be pleased by his hustle down the court. I can't tell who has it. It's 1. Now 3 from the corner. Missed the 3 short after he made his first one. 12 of their 34 points have come off threes today. 2 of them by 12. Here's Romero right outside the paint. He's got Morgan in the corner. They've got Morgan in the corner. They had Morgan in the corner for the 2nd time in a row and didn't get it to him. Here's 3. 1 puts up a 3. Hey, missed it. Here's 4. Paint. Step back shot. Not quite where he wanted it. And here's Morgan. I doubt he'll pass to anybody this time after the last 2 possessions, or not. Yeah, they've still got Morgan in the corner again. Morgan in the corner. 3 times in a row. Here's 4. 2 minutes and 18 seconds remain. 1 over to 11 in the paint. Loses it. 4 recovers. Off 11. Still has it. Romero defends him well. Here's 4 with a 3. Doesn't go through. Costello recovers. They're going to have Morgan in the corner, I guarantee it. 3 maybe is caught up to it. Here's Romero with a 3. Goes in and out. Swants it into the air. Here's Ribeiro. Cardinale couldn't hit the shot. No points by either team in the last 2.5 minutes. Here's 12. Corner, 3, got it. 64-37. Timeout taken. Timeout comes to a close. Ben Faraz, Elijah Santos, Afam, and Nabengwa all in the game. Nabengwa will take it to begin the possession, get it over to Morgan. Doesn't have to worry about being wide open here. Here's Ribeiro trying to set a screen. Morgan now. Defended by 1, gets it over to Faraz. Here's Santos in the corner. He performed like he did against Grace Baptist. There's 14 on the shot clock. They got to hurry. And Justin Morgan traveled. They gave him the ball this time, but he traveled. And it's Kings Academy ball. 74 seconds remain in this game. 64-37 BCA. Here's 12. Out to somebody in the corner. Here's 11 now, defended by Ribeiro, and Nabengwa. He was fouled by Nabengwa. Ref held up a 2, and so the only one of them in the general area who has a 2 on his jersey is a foul on Nabengwa. As for 12, and there is 1 minute and 1 second to go. 11's first free throw goes up and goes through. Those bounces are always pretty cool to see. 36-point game still. Morgan trying to get it past 4, and 4 instead retreats to the other side of the court. Here's Morgan out to Nabengwa, puts it up high, but doesn't put it through. 12 rebounds, or 45 seconds now left in the game. And that one gets past 1, stays in this side of the court. Here's 4. Into the paint, putting one up, and he couldn't get himself on the board. Shot clock turns off. Probably the final possession of the game. Just gonna hold on to it, I presume. Instead, they just pass it. Oh! Faraz gave it right back, and that should be the game. He's gonna get it past half court for good measure. That ball is stolen by 1. He's got 2 points. That's gonna do it. They'll just run out the clock and win 67-40. Or is Morgan gonna shoot? Hold on, okay, he didn't shoot. That's the ball game. 64, not 67. 64-40, Eagles win.